my goodness. We're back. We are
outside.
back in the seat. What is up, everybody, and welcome into the pregame show.
Let's go!
Friday, baby, Friday.
Let's go.
Black Friday. Here at DNVR, we're presented as always by DraftKings Sportsbook, America's top-rated sportsbook app. Use promo code DNVR, sign up, and then bet along with us. Dev's going to make us all kinds of money that we could then spend at the DNVR locker.
See.
That's what we're going to do.
Dev, no pressure. I took the segment over last time, went 100% on bets.
He does throw down the gauntlet. He went 2 for 2. But nonetheless,
2 for 2?
that's one way to say it. Or I could say this. He went 2 for 2.
No, I gave Jokic points and then a parlay with 3 picks.
Does that count as one bet, or does that count as 3 separate bets?
Well, I'm sure that he did the alternate spreads and things like that, so it makes it a little bit easier.
No, I did. You know what I did? I channeled my inner Dev and I went and I pumped up the opposition.
That's actually
You took SGA points rebounds and assists.
That does work every time. Guys, we got a full show for you today. We're going to talk about the Nuggets defense. Top 5 defense still on the table, fellas. It's still
Did they mean
there.
bottom 5 defense?
Well, yeah, they're counted worse the wrong way. As in giving up the most points, right? The most points. No, Nuggets can get started, starting with tonight. No Kawhi, no Paul George. Spoiler alert. We'll talk about that. We also want to talk about Black Friday, the most important day of the year for DNVR. I mean that sincerely, guys. Today is the biggest day for us.
I would say as an American.
This is the most important day in
the
American
most
history.
important day for any American.
Then, of course, we'll make some bets. But I got Harrison with me, fresh off of a Thanksgiving dinner.
I had the whole Wynn family sample the finest rakia in the world.
Iskrena.
The rakia that we brought back from Belgrade.
You don't even know the name, man. Iskrena.
Iskrena.
Yeah, Iskrena. What does it mean?
The world's best rakia.
It means honesty. You guys don't remember this? Is there a quiz here? You guys
Honesty.
don't remember? Anybody pay attention on our trip?
Well,
we had
some of
different
us were
trips.
drinking.
We
the
drank a lot of
Rocky.
rakia on the trip.
We had different trips.
What
I'll
was
say
the
that.
review?
Actually, it went better than I thought. It was the first time any of them had rakia. By the end of the night, my brother was asking, for me to refill his glass. So I consider it a success. I'm happy with how it turns out.
Over here, I've got D-Line Co.
What's up, guys? Like I said, Black Friday, very important day. Adam admiring a patch on my sweatshirt
what?
while I'm introducing myself.
Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt. I ruined
What's
it.
up?
And then over here, Superstar Dev.
There's 2 things. Like, one, if you have not had the Bones Burger and you live in Colorado, I don't know if you're a Nuggets fan.
You're not.
And then for 2, while you're here getting the Bones Burger, you come down for Black Friday and you go and get some gear from the locker.
Yeah.
That's what happens.
That's what you do.
That's what true fans do.
So
That's what diehard fans
That's
do.
what the diehards do. I'll tell you what, guys. Yesterday was Thanksgiving. For our friends abroad, that's where we eat a lot of food.
Yes.
Yeah. You know, how in your country you have some day where you just eat a lot? That's our day where we eat a lot.
That was our day. I gotta be, man. I had fat boy tendencies yesterday because it wasn't just the eating of food; it was the where you do things that are overly indulgent. Like you have
Thanksgiving.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying is there's I'm gonna get an extra turkey leg or an extra serving of mashed potatoes, but then there's I got a brownie and put whipped cream on it for no reason.
Man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Just
Yeah.
because.
Well, you did that so that when you turn it into a turkey sandwich, the cream would balance with the mashed potato. I get it.
But it's today I also ate terribly. I just had a salad though to top it off.
Oh
But
man,
before
Adam's spiraling.
It's spiraling out of control, man. That's what happens. Nobody else has fat boy tendencies on Thanksgiving?
Of course, we all do. It's called Thanksgiving, man.
It's the
whole
one day when we're allowed to have it.
What's the most overly indulgent thing you ate yesterday?
I mean, I went to spread that at a place I've never been before, at a family that I've never been before. So
You went to a family you've never been
well,
to
I just I was just.
Is there
knocking on
something you
doors.
need to tell us?
I was just knocking on doors. No, it was like in-laws. It was like a looser connection, and so I was I didn't know what to expect with the spread.
Right.
This wasn't tried and true. So, but I just did that Thanksgiving thing where it's every bite is everything on the plate.
Do you have fat boy tendencies, Dev?
No, I'm a natural born hater, so I was a little frustrated with my sister this year, and she makes her best mac and cheese on on Thanksgiving. So I decided to go on strike from eating her food. So
I love it.
I went around
I love the
level
pettiness.
of petty.
that I did.
You would
I love it.
eat the food you love just to be
Oh,
like,
and
just to be
everyone
like,
is just going over the top, like, "Oh my God, you put your foot in this one," and I'm like,
put your foot in it.
Is that good or bad?
"That's a good saying."
That's a good
That's a
saying. All
good
right, you put your
saying.
foot into it.
Not your back. Your
Yeah,
foot.
yeah, your foot into it. Wow.
Yeah.
I got to a point last night where I just put gravy on everything.
Hell yeah,
Just
dude.
the entire plate.
Hell yeah.
Doused it with gravy. It was like my third plate of the night, I think, at that point.
Thanksgiving, man, is red chili. My family, I didn't even have gravy. We just have red
Wow.
chili. It's the only time of year I really eat red chili.
See, I want to go to one of those families that do like the different themes throughout the, it'd be like seafood or it'd be like, Mexican or
I
something
don't.
like
I've
I don't
never
want that at
heard
all.
of this. I've never.
I don't
do.
want that at all.
I do.
don't.
I hate Thanksgiving.
I want
food, but I'm
the
with this.
turkey, the
I
mashed
don't want no
potatoes.
damn turkey.
I want
I don't
the
either.
most traditional Thanksgiving
I don't want no
possible.
damn stuffing.
This is what happens every
Cranberry.
year. There's
argument.
there's haters, but this is a meal you eat literally once a year.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the
once too
reason.
many.
It's the
I'm never
goddamn
eating
meal.
this
Move on
again
with your
this
life.
year.
I don't want it. Really.
Speaking of moving on with your lives, the Nuggets tonight are in Los Angeles to take on the Zombie Clippers. No Kawhi, no Paul George. Harrison, what can you tell me about this game?
Yes, no Kawhi, no Paul George, no Luke Kennard either, who's the Clippers' best three-point shooter on the year. He's shooting 48% from three, so he's out as well. For the Nuggets, Bones is out again with an illness, non-COVID. Jeff Green is out
Man.
with that knee contusion. And Michael Porter Jr. is also out
bummer.
for a second straight game heel contusion. Ish Smith, though, available.
Let's go. I mean, that's a weird one, but let's go. He might even actually play tonight.
He might with Bones out.
Here's the
should
thing with
play.
Bones out. I mean, Bones, man, what an unlucky break to get both COVID and an illness on top of COVID, like right afterwards. Really unlucky
Yeah.
break. Here's the thing. Tonight, usually you do these things in like rounds of 10, right? Because it's easy. Like, oh, okay, first 10 games, second 10 games. Tonight feels to me like the end of a chapter for the Nuggets.
Yep.
I freaking hope so, man. Yeah.
Well, I hope so too, but I'm saying just they've been on the road. That kind of ends. They come back, they have
Yeah.
2 games against Houston, and even though it's not an extended homestand, it's just no longer an extended road trip.
It is also the start of one of their home-heavy portions of the schedule.
Correct. So it does feel like tonight is a chance to put a button on it, get a win in whatever way. It could be ugly, it could be whatever it is. And then you assume Bones will be back. You assume Michael Porter, who was a game time decision, basically. I mean, it was
Questionable,
questionable today. You assume you could start to get some of these guys back, and you get Houston, and maybe you can start your run. And guys, wouldn't it be great if they after tonight they got a win and found themselves number 1 in the West? If you were like, hey, we're approaching the part where we can stabilize, where are we at? Number 1.
Yeah, not only about stabilizing, but like getting guys back. I feel like they went through like a rough patch right now, and they still have an opportunity to get first in the West. Like that's the type of bad streak that you want to go through, where things still look fine, and then also you're starting to find yourself, hopefully on defense, but also like just the offense is starting to click now. You have a aggressive Jokic who looks locked back in and ready to just take the team on his back. You have guys on the bench that haven't played a ton, and like Vlatko, who is now showing that he's a player for this team and deserves a lot more minutes. So, that would be great to get guys back. And then also you have a Ish Smith with Bones on the bench. When he comes back, it's just going to be an even exchange. So you're looking healthy.
Yeah, can you believe? I mean, I just look at this. I'm like, how wide open is the West? The
It's
Nuggets
so
have
wide
been
open.
like, if you asked me and I had no context, like, how are the Nuggets doing? I'd be like, man, it's not going well. It's not like a great year. And then, like you say, you're like, well, what position are they in? They're in first.
Well, I mean,
They're top of the West, the most difficult position historically. Like, there's just no one that's really looking like they want to take the step up. And I mean, the Warriors, after last season, I was like, well, now we're going to have to deal with like the second chapter of the Warriors dynasty, but they don't seem like they're at all.
It's just, no,
here's
we
the
have to
thing,
deal
the
with the
Warriors are
freaking
only
Suns.
2.5 games behind Denver.
But
you're all right.
You're
They
right,
look like
though. I mean,
crap.
there's just it's just like a mush of mid. Like
Yeah.
nobody's really standing up and being like, this is mine. This is like, you guys gotta get on my level. Like, it's crazy. Like this feels like one of these years. It's like in between dynasties. Like one of these places that you can get in and like contend for the title. And maybe, I don't know, start one of your own. But this feels like the exact right timing for the Nuggets.
Yeah.
What are we looking for tonight, though? Win because Jamal Murray's back. Is this
Yes.
all about Jamal Murray?
I think it's about Jamal Murray. For me, it's also about Nikola Jokic, especially after that Thunder game. Now I feel like after that game, I'm in that zone with Jokic where he could just go for 40.
You're in that zone with him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Me and him,
he's really in a zone
this
with Jokic right now.
where we're both just thinking
Same.
that he
I
can
know
go
you-
for 40.
It's crazy.
I know you guys saw that suddenly Jokic is somehow number 3 on the Kia
It
MVP
took
ladder.
2 games.
Yeah.
It took 2 great games for him to be there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like the whole first part of the season, we're like, he's not even trying.
But
He's
just
like,
now
well,
that he flipped that switch for one game, I'm like, all right, this could happen every game now. And tonight, they're going against a Clippers team that is undermanned. And Jokic, his last 4 games against the Clippers, I saw Katie Wingy put this out on Twitter, he's averaging 31.5 points on just crazy percentages, 16 rebounds, 8 assists per game. I feel like, especially coming off that last game, this should be a monster Jokic game.
You expecting the same, Dev?
Absolutely. I'm right in the same boat where I just feel like he's back to wanting to score, wanting to take over.
Yep.
And it called for him to,
Yeah.
down.
See, that's the thing,
Yeah.
though. That's the part where I don't know.
for sure. Down Jamal Murray, down
Right.
MPJ. It was back to last year. It looked exactly like last year. And he was
really
like,
did.
hey, it's me and AG again. You know what we
AG?
do. I'm comfortable in this spot.
Yeah, that's
and we've
exactly what
seen
it
him
was.
there for like pretty much the last
He is
2 years.
comfortable in that spot.
So I think that he sees it and he goes, hey, we're best when I'm in this type of zone. So, like, let's stay there.
Yeah.
Yeah. You
I
said
mean-
you're in that zone with him, too. Like, does that mean that tonight he's going to dominate? But if Murray's back, do you think he's going to go back to, like,
Well, I
let's
mean,
just
there's a-
read it. Let's read it.
There are a couple factors at play. Number one, they are in Los Angeles tonight, and I believe they were there last night.
Well, yeah, but it was
They were.
Thanksgiving. Nobody's throwing parties on Thanksgiving. There's not Thanksgiving parties in Los Angeles.
There are establishments that sell liquor, and they're called bars, and there's strip clubs and things like this. They're open every day of the year. They will take your money whenever you want to give it to them.
The Thursday night shift at the strip club.
Listen.
Do you get paid time and a half?
The Thanksgiving shift.
Are you doing the thing where you're comparing your life experiences to that of an NBA
I was just
player?
thinking about that. I'm like, so you just think that they don't go out on Thursday?
I'm just saying, I wouldn't guess that if it was Thursday.
I'm
If it was
just saying,
Thanksgiving, I wouldn't be like, it's probably
I'm
great
just
The
right
night you
now.
go out is Wednesday. On Wednesday, I watched the game, and then I was in Boulder with my family. You go to the
He's doing the thing where he's comparing his
you
life.
go to the
I'm
Boulder
doing the thing
bars,
that
you
just
see
makes
everybody
sense.
from high school.
I don't know what the LA strip club scene looks like, but I'm guessing if you ranked every day of the year from best to worst, Thanksgiving would be close to the worst. That's all my
I
only
think
guess.
so,
But
yeah.
I don't know that. I'm
Everybody's
just guessing.
bloated.
I'm just going to tell you that a lot of the employees of that club you're talking about don't have great relationships with their families and fathers. I'm just putting it out there.
All right.
So
Well-
LA nightlife is something to consider for tonight. I just have to tell you this. Like,
This is wild to me. This is absolutely wild to me.
I don't know how to break this to you. So I'm not ready to be like, well, it's going to be a win, no problem. Like, we saw this happen against the Lakers, where the Nuggets were there for a day ahead of time, and they came out and they looked.
That was Halloween,
awful.
though.
Oh, that was Halloween. Yeah, okay.
Halloween.
Which is a different kind of
Yes.
That would
That's
be
a
at the
different
top
kind
end
of LA nightlife.
Yeah, that's a totally different one. And it was a Saturday night. All right. You're on my side on this at
Yes.
least a little bit. Dev, you got to break the tie. Come on, be honest here.
Well, first off, I'm not going to go in a strip club and think that I'm going to see bloated strippers, for one.
If you would,
For
it
two-
would be on
For
Thanksgiving.
2, I want to get away from my family, so where is a good place to go? I'm either going to go on that walk with my cousin, or I'm going to go to the strip club. All my boys are in town. My family is around. We're going to the strip club, baby.
I can't
And we
believe-
are millionaires.
I can't believe I didn't make strip club one of the themes tonight
Yeah.
there, Kale. My bad.
You
My
gotta be
mistake.
more prepared.
I got to be way more prepared. All right. Guys, let's talk about the Nuggets defense, which comes in tonight ranked 27th in the NBA, not top 5.
Oh, man.
They're way off from
How
their,
many
their
teams are
goal.
there?
There's not that many. Now, I will give them a little bit of a pass in this one way. The last 2 weeks have been dumb. They've given up some points there. But, Harrison, you're the one that brought this to my attention today, tweeting. I mean, not that we didn't know they were bottom of the defense, but
Okay.
I saw your tweet and it made me think of here. Is this, are we at a moment where it's like, all right, here we go. It's time to turn this on? Or do you think we just actually it's the opposite? This is who they are.
I think if they're going to turn it on, it's got to happen soon. It's not like we're super, super early in the season anymore. We're
Yeah.
at like the quarter mark of the regular season.
But it's really just about the relativity of the other teams that Like nobody's turning it on. They don't have to turn it on. I hope that they do.
They don't have to. They don't have to finish
The Nuggets
with the top 4 seed in the
they're
West.
number 2 in the West.
Yeah.
right
I
now.
want them to.
I
But
mean, too.
like if they falter a little bit, like we're in the part of the NBA season where people who hate the NBA but watch it all the time will complain that they don't want these games to happen, that we just want to race to the playoffs.
Oh, I want them to happen. I love
But
it.
you get to places like, where you can be like, well, I don't know what we're going to get at.
The only teams they're better than defensively right now are the Houston Rockets, your Houston Rockets, the Detroit Pistons, and the San Antonio Spurs.
The 3 teams that are trying to be as bad as they can
Exactly.
be are just a little bit worse than Denver on defense.
And Orlando
That's
has
really
a better
discouraging.
defense than the Nuggets this season.
Orlando does?
Yes.
We got to get Bull for his defense?
Those teams aren't horrible though right now.
I need your guys' theory on this because the Denver Nuggets added all defenders this offseason. Why is this the case?
Well, I mean, if you look at their defense when Nikola Jokic is on the floor, it's actually like a top 10 defense. I think there are some tweaks that could be made to the rotation to inject a little more defense into specifically the bench unit where the defense is dropping off mostly. But man, the more this goes on, you just think this might be who they are. They might just be a bottom 10 defense. They shouldn't be, but they just might be.
Yeah. I'm with Wind on this one. Like, can they be better? Yes. And I've seen some of the numbers. You cut out those first 4 games or whatever, and the numbers go up. I think that's the best we have to hope for the Nuggets now, is that we're at the end of the year, we're talking about, well, if you look at the last 30 games, if you look at the last 40 games, hopefully it's if you look at the last 50 games, because
Sure.
that means it was an extended run. But I have a feeling that the Nuggets are just like not great defensively, and they can be good when they really turn it on. And that's, I mean, I don't have a ton of faith in them as being this good defensive unit.
I mean, so far, they've had a good quarter here and there. Largely over the first 3 quarters, they've been bad defensively. They have a great clutch defense, though.
Yeah.
Their defense in the last 5 minutes of games where the score is within 5 points is the best in the league. They have the best clutch defense right now. That you feel good about. You can also feel good about Jamal Murray and Michael Porter Jr. This is probably as bad as they're going to look defensively all season.
Yeah.
With those 2 things, there's at least some hope about Denver's long-term outlook, but I think if it's going to flip, it needs to start flipping pretty soon.
Well, maybe it starts tonight. No Paul George, no Kawhi Leonard.
And also, the Clippers have a terrible offense.
And the Clippers are terrible on offense.
They're
right.
28th on the year in offense. Like, their highest scorer playing tonight is Marcus Morris,
Oh, come on.
who's averaging 15 a game.
All right, Nuggets got to come on, wax them tonight, Nuggets. Give us an easy one. Give us a good
I
one.
know.
It's
Come
a
on,
Friday night.
It's Thanksgiving.
This thing's kind of, it's close to Thanksgiving. It's the
What we're
holiday
gonna
season.
do for the betting portion.
Thanksgiving-ish.
Is it Christmas season yet?
Oh, Jesus.
Is it Chris? I put my
Well,
tree
the
up
lights
today.
are going up.
You put your tree up
I
today.
put my
You
tree
just
up
couldn't
today.
wait.
I couldn't wait.
Till
When
you
have
start
I'm
being
telling you, when you
bloated.
have kids, when you have kids, you get excited for holidays, man. Kids are like, they all get excited. My wife wanted to put it up, I'll be honest. All right, guys, today is, I was not joking earlier when I said the most important day of the year. I mean, Eric, I'm not exaggerating here.
It ushers in an important time, I will say.
It ushers in an important time for us. Yes. Black Friday is huge. And I remember our first year as a company as DNVR, and we have Black Friday the first time. And I remember Brandon Spano, we're sitting there as partners, and it was so like, just make the shirt $5 or something. It was like very just like whatever. Our deals are, I say that to say, our deals are ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
Our Black Friday deals are like absolutely ridiculous. And we haven't because World Cup's been going on. We had the dopest party, but today, by the way, I don't want to really brag, guys, but like we're the official bar of the World Cup for the Colorado Rapids.
For the state of Colorado
the state
and
of
the Colorado Rapids.
And this place 2 hours before kickoff or tip-off, what do you call it? Kick drop, ball drop. But 2 hours before the
would
ball
be the
drop,
proper
we
term.
had a line out the door in a packed bar. It was so dope. You guys got to come here for World Cup. It is like a whole energy. But I say that to say we haven't really been shouting this as much as usual. You guys go to DNVR Locker right now, and you get the most ridiculous deals on all of the incredible merch that we have. We have a ton of merch.
Yeah.
And on top of that, like, guys, if you're thinking like, yeah, well, I wasn't going to buy a shirt, gifts. I'm telling you this because it really is the biggest day for you guys to keep the lights on for us. Like, this is a big day for us. So even if you were just thinking about it in passing, I'm telling you, it's the best thing you can do to support us. Go take advantage of these ridiculous Black Friday deals. I want to know what your guys' favorite deals are in the merch shop right now, or just your favorite sort of items. Eric, I'll let you kind of go first.
Well, right now, one thing that's cool for people that are listening, and if you are a diehard, we have our takeover events. We have
Man, you're stealing mine.
you get
What's your other one?
I made everything personally in the locker.
Yeah.
So I like it all.
There's got to be one you don't like.
I don't like
No, you don't have it. All right. Well, I thought this segment was going to be cooler. Dev, what's your favorite thing you recommend people go and buy right now?
Well, first off, you see what I'm wearing right now. It's the hoodies.
The hoodies are so
I'm a hoodie
comfy,
guy
man.
for one.
Yeah.
And also you can just throw it on with anything. Like go to the gym in your hoodie. You could just walk around in it. You could come and get on the show with it. But also people, it's not only like DNVR, but like it has like the Colorado flag in it as well. It's like recognizable. You go into the gym and everybody like recognizes the DNVR logo. So it's like one that you could give away to a lot of people, and people now want one of the hoodies. So that's what I'm going to give for Christmas.
The hoodies. What do you got?
Well, I'm wearing my favorite shirt ever. The Vibes Are Immaculate shirt.
I got to say, actually, you were talking earlier about the shirt off camera. I love everybody like kind of promotes it their own way. He chose his picture.
I was just about to say, whenever I see that shirt, it's only Harrison.
Harrison took the picture today. It was like, Black Friday, guys, get a good deal. That's him as a model.
This is actually my favorite shirt, though. Vibes Are Immaculate. I love this shirt, D-Line.
You laughed to yourself, though,
Thanks,
when you
homie.
shared that photo, though,
I mean,
didn't you?
I was like, oh, which one should I promote? And I was like, I got to do that one. Like, but also, I'm on the locker right now. I'll admit I did not know we had these on the site. The DNVR slides, but the ones with the flag crest.
Yeah.
Yo, these are fire.
Yeah.
Kale, pulled up those slides with the flag crest too.
That'll be more pervasive, that logo, for moving forward.
I'm getting these for sure. I didn't even know we had these. These are awesome though.
Well, there you go. I'll tell you guys, this is also the best day to become a DNVR diehard, get access to all the great stuff. Just today, I put up like 20-something new plays on the Denver Nuggets playbook. I'll have a couple different lists up next week. Some will be free, some won't be. It's a great day, but here's my best deal. Here's my advice to you guys. We have takeover events, the party buses, coming up here in like 10 days or 15 days. And then we have another one in January. The January one in particular is going to be our biggest one. We're going to have like 3 party buses for that one. It's going to be so fun. It's going to be a January huge one. If you go right now and sign up, if you're not a diehard, you become a diehard, you'll get a free shirt. You'll get access for an entire year to all of the perks you get of being a diehard. And you'll get the party bus at the diehard price, which right now is 2 party buses for $150. That's 2 tickets to lower level Nuggets, party bus to and from, free beer, free beers for the party bus from Breckenridge Brewery, and a shirt and a membership right now. Whew. It's an insane deal. Honestly, I don't know how we make any money off it. So if you were thinking about the party bus,
don't.
Yeah, we don't.
We do it for the people.
Like, by buying it, you're actually hurting us.
So I'm telling
If
you,
we have to get a second bus, you're really hurting us.
if you're thinking about going on the party bus or this or that, today is the best day, or this weekend really the best time to do that. I highly encourage you, and hit up your friends. Be like, guys, look at this deal: $150, 2 Nuggets games, delivery to and from, and what's really an extended limo more than a bus.
Extended
I would say.
limo. You'll get to sing
bus.
your favorite
It's just a bus.
songs about going to the window, to the wall.
Yeah, that one, yeah.
Sweat dripping off areas. It is a fun day. Everybody has fun, and they're lower bowl tickets. So you could cobble this together on your own, but then
It's a great deal. It's a great
part
deal.
of the
Shirt,
crew, bro.
subscription, beer, ticket, and party bus, and just a good time. And you never know who's going to show up at these. All right, Dev, take us to DraftKings Sportsbook.
Boom.
Let's bet on this game. Let's make some money off it. Oof, I'm losing. I need some wins.
Well, you're in luck. You're in luck.
Oh, wow.
So the Nuggets are 3.5-point favorites in this ones, and the Clippers look like they're just punting on the regular season. Like they don't have Kawhi; he plays when he wants to. Paul George seems to always be out, and guess what? Tonight's no different.
They're
They're
game
both,
back of the
They're
Suns.
both out from this game. Yeah, but they don't care about the regular
I know.
season. That's why they're
I'm
resting.
with you. It's just funny.
So
I see you, Haley, saying she'll be at the January bus. Hell yeah.
Oh, hell yeah,
From
dude.
out of
Nice,
state.
nice.
Haley
yeah.
is
back.
Oh, you'll meet all of the chat homies if you come to these
Oh
things.
man, that's great.
And you'll probably get on the show.
you have a good
that's
shot
it.
at getting on the
You
show.
will be. So I like Denver in this one. I think that the minus 3.5, I think that's easy. I really think that they come out and they handle business. Clippers are a slow-paced team. Like you just said, their offense really does blow. Denver needs to make it where their defense just tries to save some type of face. This is a game that you could do that in. I'm going to take not only the under, but I think it's a munder.
Oh,
Man, do we have a Munder bet? Let me see if I have an.
I don't think that the Clippers are going to score much in this.
Okay.
holy smokes!
So if you don't find the Munder, you could just go to Clippers like point totals and then just go under 100 for them. But I just think that this is going to be a slow paced game for them. I really don't know who the Clippers' best player is.
Marcus Morris.
And I think that's a problem. You said Marcus Morris. I think it's Normal Powell. I think that
Normal Powell.
I think he's their best scorer. So at 18.5 points, I'm going to go his over.
I like
You
that
can't
bet.
not. You don't even know who their best scorer, but you can't not bet on the opposition scoring. That's
That
the
wouldn't be
greatest.
me. That wouldn't be me.
Can't do it.
He'll be guarded by Bruce Brown maybe.
Kale, will
tonight.
you look up the date to the party
Yeah.
bus in January and put it in the chat? Thanks. buddy.
I like the over on AG points and rebounds. He just came back like aggressive and refreshed, and he looks good alongside Jokic. Like they just have this thing going right now where he's doing it all. It's only at 22.5. I feel like he could get that in points alone.
Points and rebounds, you're
Points
saying?
and rebounds.
Where's that
22.5.
Where's that at? Player props?
Yeah, player props, points,
Scroll
rebounds.
down.
So you just put them there together. I like it. D-line has gave me a glitch, and I really do like it, especially in this game. I think that they messed it up in this one. The first quarter line is only -1 for Denver. -1.
Wow, that's crazy.
I think the Clippers are going to come out bloated, so I don't think that they're going to be able to get out and run in this type of game. So I think that the -1 for them
Is this your lock?
No. This is not
It gets
the one.
better?
Okay.
It gets better
They're
than
coming
that.
out bloated.
The lock of the night is
Oh.
an easy one, and one that Harrison seen coming. My main man, King Yoke.
Oh.
His points, rebounds, and assists.
yeah.
I think he looks at this game
Yeah,
like my last relationship. He just
Holy
kind
no.
of like he kind of misses. Misses that feeling of
Oh,
him
man,
being
I hope
able
your
to
current
just take
relationship
over
isn't listening
and
to
be
this.
the man. So with that, I just think that it's just going to be the over. Points, rebounds, and assists, 43.5. That is the lock. That's the
Oh,
lock.
wow. You heard it, ladies and gentlemen. Just like his last relationship.
You heard it, ladies and gentlemen, but hopefully
Be the
not
man.
one specific lady didn't hear that.
Yeah, because
Take over and be the man.
Sorry, babe.
we covered a lot of ground in today's
Hell of a
pregame
show.
show, man. That was a hell of a pregame. I'm feeling good about tonight. We're going to head down to the bar. You guys, be ready to come back right afterwards. Postgame show. Hit the like button on the way out.
Let's go.
Go Nuts!